Here we go.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Guard and off guard. Filled. Oh!
My goodness.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. McDaniels on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Randall. It's up a 3. Gobert. And there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
To the wing on the left. Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. Back to Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. And again, it's Rudy Gobert.
From in close, it's game over when Gobert has the ball.
And here is Fox. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. First free throw is good.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
There wasn't a whole lot of waiting around to find out if Wembanyama was the real deal or not. He established himself very early on as an elite talent in this league, and his potential is unreal.
Castle with it. He's defended by Randall. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. For 3, Vassell hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Randall right side. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. The wide open look here for Fox. Here's Wembanyama. He gets that one.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Three-pointer, Fox. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 4. Right wing. Champagnie passes to Vassell. Here's Castle. Wembanyama outside. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Wembanyama, a screen on DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Gobert.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Out to Edwards. Connects from three-point range.
Nice, smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Pass to Champagnie. to the left side wing. Here's Wembanyama. Gobert with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Randall. It's blocked. Now here's DiVincenzo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
San Antonio shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first one falls.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He's off on the second. Unloads from 13. It's not going to go for him. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Gobert with the block.
And that's exactly what...
Vassell outside. Shoots over McDaniel. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Minnesota's gone a meager 106 from three-point land since we got started tonight. They get a hand on it. Dosunmu. It's deflected. Fox against DiVincenzo. Pass to Champagnie. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Fox with the incredible penetration there, able to find the open teammate.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Now Dosunmu. And here's Randall. Lets it go. Dosunmu, shot's good.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. Fox, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Gobert with a screen on Fox. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Here's Dosunmu. Timberwolves passing it around. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And finished off by McDaniels.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
San Antonio leading by 3. Barnes outside. Back to Castle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Castle's got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Timberwolves shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. Back to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Timberwolves trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Dosunmu, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's DiVincenzo. Fires away from way outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fox, no good.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Fox against DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. They're really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after deftly getting a hold of the ball there.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
So both teams making some changes here. Fox against Highland. Pass to Shannon. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Reed gets the bucket.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. 6-point game. Here's Cornette. Now Castle. And he banks in the layup. Castle's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. And Reed has it in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason, much more intense, more in your face. High-energy plays like that one are winning plays.
And the Spurs making a change here. Harper's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Randall's checked in. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Cornette kicks to Harper. Lock at 6. All sorts of time, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Randall. Still yet to score. From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now here's Harper. Defense is right there. Driving to the basket. Bucket is good. Harper's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Randall outside. And they pick up 2.
Going towards the basket, that's when Randall's most dangerous.
Spurs leading by 7. Fox feeling it out a bit. Now here's Harper. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Outside Fox. No good with the triple.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Island finds Dosumu. Pass to Randall with 2 seconds left. And Randall throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs leading by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Randall and Reed holding down the post box. Bones Highland is out there with Dosumu. And it's Shannon in at the 3 slot.
And that's all determination. Harper could have taken the whistle and gone to the line. Instead, he finishes the play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Harper.
And something scouts found very appealing about Dylan Harper. His skills are ahead of the rookie curve. He's got a deep bag already. A lot of moves that other guys would need to get schools on.
Now here's Barnes. Nothing on the board. And Cornette gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Highland passes to Randall. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio leading by 9. Now Harper. Here's Cornette. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Cornette's got 4 this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Randall, good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
Doesn't have the great length, but Randall with the attitude to beat up guys on the inside.
Here's Harper. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Randall. He's got 9. Pass to Reed. Highland passes to Shannon. And a big-time jam right there.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Vassell, he's checked in for Bryant. On defense, Minnesota. They trail by 9 points. Harper's shot's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Randall. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Shannon. Vassell with it. Outside, Fox. Now Cornette. Right side, Harper. 6 to shoot. Here's Cornette. Guarded by Reed. Powered down with both hands.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Spurs with some changes. Ryan is checked in for Luke Cornett. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards is checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Highland against Fox. Off target from three-point range.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Bryant to the paint. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a finish!
My goodness. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Castle with it, defended by Dosunmu. Here's Castle. He's got 6. Clock at 6. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
The Spurs making a switch here. Olynyk checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. Both sides.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Oh, here's Edwards. He has 5. Pass to Highland. Fox with the steal. Looking to get back on track here, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Anthony Edwards plays with a lot of strength, boy. That allows him to power right through contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight. Plumlee, he's checked in for San Antonio. Free throw good, Edwards.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Fox passes to Vassell. Back to Fox. Plumlee sets the pick for Fox. And that one drops. Fox has got 7 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 15-point game. He drains the quick shot.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And it's in there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here is Edwards. 10 points for him. Reed with a screen for Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here is Fox. He's got 9. Vassell, no good. To the inside. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Spurs leading by 13. Castle with it. Down low. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now here's Edwards. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Ryan against Randall. The baseline J. Almost, but it rolls out.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. With the putback. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Castle. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Barnes, he's checked in for Bryant. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Vassell outside. Castle a screen on McDaniels. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Wembanyama, a big man with big range.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Edwards looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots a fader. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now, here's Vassell. To the middle.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Shannon's checked in, and it's Dosunmu in for Edwards. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Timberwolves trail by 15. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the 2nd quarter. Back to Harper. Spurs passing it around. Harper sets a pick for Barnes. Shoots it. And no good that time.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. On the wing. Misses off the left iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now Castle. Defended by Dosunmu.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Shannon. And stolen by Castle. Into the lane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show him how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
DiVincenzo passes to Shannon. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Spurs leading by 17. Pass to Castle. And he goes in for the dunk.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
1:44 left in the first half. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. And here is Dosunmu. Here's Shannon. Now Dosunmu. Here's McDaniels. Gobert down low. Wembanyama on him. Dosunmu's shot is off. The Spurs shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Shannon. To the middle. And it's blocked.
Great length as a guard. Harper's wingspan snuck up on the shooter.
Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Dosunmu's shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shannon passes to Dosunmu. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. That one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Harper. Now Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's San Antonio riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much, Ernie.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. Do you guys agree they're looking very confident at this point?
Yeah, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're doing like me tonight. TCB. Taking care of the business.
Well, I'm not sure what business you're talking about, Shaq, but I do agree with you. The message in the locker room is just simple. Don't let up. Finish off this game.
And still a half to go, but you get a sense the momentum is strongly in their favor. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Minnesota shooting 40% from the field. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in a power forward position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Pass to Champagnie. Back to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. And here is Fox. Defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Vassell. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Fox. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 11.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards against Castle. This one for 3. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And stolen by Castle. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Now here's Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 10.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
to Champagny. Here's Castle. Misses and the dry spell continues.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Vassell. And rejection by McDaniels.
McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Hey, bringing that postseason intensity, so critical. You know, these plays can change the trajectory and outcome of a game.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Wembanyama.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Count the basket. Gobert's got 12.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Out to the right wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. 4 on the clock. Cancel. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves trail by 15. And here is DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Castle. Pass to Champagny. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. 11 feet away. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Randall down low. Back to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Fox. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
San Antonio leading by 8. Outside, Fox. Pass to Champagny. Drains the three-pointer. Champagne's got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Gobert can't hit.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 14. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He takes it in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Castle.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. San Antonio leading by 12. Wembanyama, right side. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And San Antonio has possession. Here's Wembanyama. And that one comes up a bit short. Timberwolves trail by 12. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Outside, Fox. Back to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Champagnie passes to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Cheated. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Edwards.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Vassell against McDaniel. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Randall with the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Spurs leading by 6. Outside, Fox. Pass to Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that post.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for McDaniels.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dosunmu comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Spurs leading by 5. Castle with it, picked up by Edwards. To stop the drought, here's Champagnie. Drills it from outside. Champagnie's got 9 points here in the second half.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Pass to Dosunmu. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Fox. Back to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Edwards. Oh, and here comes Reid all alone. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. That's 7 points for Naz Reid.
Good transition hustle that time by Reid. Got back as quick as he could.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point lead. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
Spurs leading by 7. Outside, Fox. Castle against Edwards. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Reid the pass to Dosunmu. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to Reid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 5-point San Antonio lead.
You can't allow Reid to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
Outside, Fox. Here's Champagnie. He's defended by Randall. Here's Champagnie. And the layup is good. Champagnie's got 14 points here in the second half.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Here's Edwards, and Reid has it in the corner. Reid with a screen on Fox. Pass to Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Here's Wembanyama. Now Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Reed with the block.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
McDaniels outside. Back to Dosunmu. Outside Edwards. San Antonio with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Castle. Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
That's tipped. Cornette. Reed with the block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
Timberwolves trail by 5.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Shannon. Anderson the screen. And Barnes sends it back. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post box. Dosunmu is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Shannon in at the 3 to small forward. Now here's Harper. Following the miss by Julius Randle. 5 to shoot. Pulling by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's blocked. Barnes with it. Pass to Castle. And here's Harper from the arc. Hands it from downtown. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to Vassell. Here's Cornette. Stolen by Reed. And Reed throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Harper with the ball. And it's Reed picking him up. In the corner, Castle with it. Pass to Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Good on the three-point shot.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here's Reed. Pass to Shannon. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Cornette.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Here's Castle. And he dunks it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Spurs making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And now Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harper.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Castle. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 11-point game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Here's Harper. Now Cornett, guarded by Reed, and that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Highland against Harper. Pass to Vassell. To the inside. The kick out to Harper. Lets it go from deep. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 9. Right side, Reed. And Reed throws it down.
All Reed's looking for is an opportunity. They've given him that, and he's been outstanding.
The Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now, Vassell following the miss by Julius Randle from deep.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Edwards, good.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Castle, defended by Dosunmu. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Yeah, really bad timing, guys, to start coughing it up. He's got 3 turnovers here in the fourth.
And it goes without saying, but I need to say it anyway. In a game as close as this, every possession is important. You've got to make them count.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Castle. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Shannon's checked in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Spurs leading by 5. Outside, Fox. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama down low. Guarded by Reed. Stolen by Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Harper. Edwards, no good. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Outside, Fox. Reed with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Edwards against Harper. The three. Edwards drills the three.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Fox passes to Vassell. There's the pick. Clock at 6. The 3-ball. San Antonio again missing.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Now Highland. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It's Vassell on the wing. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 5.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Randall. Here's Shannon. Misses the 3. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Vassell kicks to Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Oh, here's Edwards. Pass to Highland. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Fox with it. And it's Reed picking him up.
And for a player of his size, Fox not afraid to take some contact to get to the line. He'll do it every chance he gets.
The first free throw is good. Stephon Castles checked in for Harper. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Fox. Here's DiVincenzo. A shot by McDaniels, no good. San Antonio with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. A shot by Champagnie, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Unloads. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Spurs leading by 10. Vassell wide open. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Castle with it. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Vassell outside.
You know, a bit undersized, but Vassell using it to his advantage to get around defenders.
No good on the free throw.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
And he sinks the second.
Here in the second half, their free throw shooting percentage has definitely improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Here's McDaniels. Now Gobert. That one is off.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
And look at how Fox is able to force the issue there, keeping the pressure on and just seems to keep the defense on its heels.
And the first one drops. Fox hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 11. Edwards fires. Off target from outside. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Earlier they held a 23, nabbing another steal.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
His disruptive nature defensively helps take offenses out of their rhythm, which is invaluable.
Pretty tight defense there on Edwards. As a matter of fact, a little too tight.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And Edwards drops them both. Spurs leading by 9. Now Castle shoots the three, knocks down the three.
Now that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. DiVincenzo, a three-pointer, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The Spurs shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Oh, what a finish!
I think DiVincenzo is at his best in the open court because he's got tremendous speed.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Champagny. Now Wembanyama. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 7.
Well, this is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
It's Edwards on the wing. Castle covering. 6 on the shot clock. Randall down low. That one goes.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Fox is double. Castle. Oh, one-handed.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 7. It's Randall. Edwards. And he does not hit.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now McDaniels. No good from 3. Castle against Edwards. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephon Castle.